Since the dawn of recorded history, humanity has been haunted by the story of a golden age lost to the sea. A civilization so advanced, so powerful, that the gods themselves walked among its people. This is the legend of Atlantis. The story comes to us from the Greek philosopher Plato, in his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, written around 360 BC. He claimed the tale was passed down from the Athenian lawgiver Solon, who heard it from Egyptian priests. According to them, Atlantis was a vast island empire beyond the Pillars of Hercules, modern-day Gibraltar. Plato described Atlantis as a powerful kingdom that ruled over many islands and parts of the European and African continents. Its capital was a marvel of engineering, a central citadel surrounded by alternating rings of water and land, connected by massive bridges and canals. For generations, the Atlanteans lived in harmony, guided by the god Poseidon. They were wise, just, and prosperous. Their temples were adorned with gold and silver, and their palaces with orichalcum, a mysterious glowing metal. But as the divine blood in the Atlanteans thinned, they grew greedy and corrupt. They began to wage war against other nations, including ancient Athens. Zeus, seeing their hubris, decided to punish them. In a single day and night, Plato wrote, Atlantis was swallowed by the sea. Earthquakes and floods destroyed the island, and it sank into the ocean, never to be seen again. The story ends there abruptly as the dialogue of Critias breaks off. For centuries, scholars debated whether Plato's Atlantis was a historical account or a moral allegory. Many ancient writers, including Aristotle, dismissed it as fiction, but the story never died. In the 19th century, the search for Atlantis became a popular obsession. Ignatius Donnelly, an American congressman, wrote a book claiming Atlantis was the cradle of all civilization. His ideas sparked a wave of exploration. A major breakthrough came in the 20th century. The discovery of the Minoan civilization on Crete and the volcanic eruption of Thera around 1600 BC provided a possible real-world model for Atlantis. The eruption devastated the Minoan Empire and may have inspired Plato's story. The Minoans were a sophisticated Bronze Age civilization with advanced plumbing, art, and architecture. Their sudden decline after the Thera eruption mirrors the destruction of Atlantis. Could this be the source of the legend? Another theory places Atlantis in the Sahara Desert. The Richat structure, also called the Eye of the Sahara, is a massive circular geological formation in Mauritania. Some believe it matches Plato's description of concentric rings. Off the coast of Cuba, sonar surveys in 2001 revealed what appeared to be submerged stone structures at depths of over 2,000 feet. Some researchers propose this could be a remnant of Atlantis, though many geologists argue it's natural rock formations. In the Bahamas, the Bimini Road is a submerged formation of limestone blocks that some believe is a man-made wall or road from Atlantis. Discovered in 1968, it remains a controversial site. A more fringe theory suggests Atlantis was actually in Antarctica before it was covered in ice. Proponents point to ancient maps like the Piri Reis map, which they claim show Antarctica without ice, though mainstream historians dismiss this. Geological studies of the Thera eruption show it was one of the largest in human history, with a force equivalent to hundreds of atomic bombs. The resulting tsunami would have devastated coastal civilizations, including the Minoans. Nearly every ancient culture has a flood myth, from Noah's Ark in the Bible to the Epic of Gilgamesh in Mesopotamia. Some scholars suggest these stories may share a common origin in a real catastrophic event, possibly the flooding of the Black Sea around 5600 BC. When the last ice age ended, melting glaciers caused sea levels to rise. Around 5600 BC, the Mediterranean burst through the Bosporus, flooding the Black Sea basin. This event could have displaced entire populations and inspired flood legends. But critics argue that Plato's story is too detailed to be a simple myth. He gave specific dates, places, and descriptions, yet no archaeological evidence of Atlantis has ever been found. Some believe he made it up to illustrate his political philosophy. Many modern scholars view Atlantis as a cautionary tale about the dangers of power and corruption. Plato may have used the story to warn Athens about its own imperial ambitions. In this view, Atlantis is not a place but a lesson. Whether myth or memory, Atlantis continues to captivate the human imagination. It represents our longing for a lost golden age, a perfect world that slipped away. Every generation reinvents Atlantis in its own image. Today, underwater archaeologists use advanced sonar and submersibles to map the ocean floor. While no lost city has been found, new discoveries like the sunken city of Heracleion off Egypt show that real civilizations can be lost to the sea. Atlantis has inspired countless books, movies, and theories. It has become a symbol of lost knowledge and the fragility of civilization. The story reminds us that even the greatest empires can fall. Perhaps the truth of Atlantis is not in its physical location, but in its enduring power as a story. It forces us to ask, what would we do if we had the wisdom of the ancients? And how can we avoid the same fate? Did Atlantis exist? The evidence is tantalizing but inconclusive. The story may be a composite of real disasters, a philosophical fable, or a memory of a lost world. In the end, the mystery endures. And so Atlantis remains, not in the depths of the ocean, but in the depths of our collective imagination. Perhaps the greatest discovery is not the city itself, but the journey it inspires. The legend of Atlantis is a mirror, reflecting our own hopes and fears.